Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to my channel, Cristabelle the Intuitive. This is Cristabelle bringing you your 2019 forecast and overview. And just before I get into it, I just want to take this time to say welcome to all you brand new folks who are just discovering this channel, and to wish each and every one of you a very happy new year and many blessings on your journey through 2019. Now let's get on with the reading. And of course, the way I'm going to do this reading, I've already pulled the cards. I'm going to be doing the main cards. I've pulled 4 cards, one for a card for each quarter. So January to March has 1 card, and April, May, and June has another. July, August, and September is 1 card, and October, November, and December is 1 card. You'll see and then of course I have my original angel cards where I will pull in addition, and so I'll pull 12 of those for each one of the months, January to December. Now let's get on with the reading, and let's see what is the cards we need to pull. Right, the card for January Cancer, friends, is simplicity. Card for February is power. Card for March is grace. And the card for April is freedom. And the card for May is purpose. And the card for June is patience. And the card for July is compassion. And the card for August is understanding. Okay, let's see. And the card for September is obedience. And the card for October is purification. The card for November is spontaneity. Uh-oh, did I miss? Let's see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Oh, yes, of course. Okay, and the card for December is willingness. All right. Okay, so let's see the card, the first card, which is the card for the first quarter, January, February, March, is be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And the card for April, May, and June is celebrate differences. And the card for July, August, and September is pause. And the card for October, November, and December is maintain your childlike spirit. Okay. So your invitation for the first quarter is be gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You Cancerians say your own biggest critics. So you need to really be gentle with yourself. Don't start the year saying, well, I thought by this time, this time last year, I had said this is what's going to be happening or what I would have done by the time I got here, and then you're beating yourself up. So be really gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, and really focus on the fact that you are cognizant of the changes or the direction that you want to go in. You know the direction you want to go in, and you're making some efforts. So if you haven't done it to the perfection or to the deadline you gave yourself, be gentle, be kind, have compassion and understanding for yourself as you work your way through the quarter. So start the year of being gentle with yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't be so too critical of yourself. And your invitation for the second quarter, that's April, May, and June, is celebrate differences. Don't be so focused on celebrate differences. Just inviting you to be in your interactions with people, even in your dealings with yourself. Don't be so celebrate things that are different about you. Celebrate what is different about other people. Acknowledge that no two situations or no two people are exactly alike. Even twins are not exactly alike. So celebrate the differences. Your invitation is to embrace diversity, to your own diversity, because you're changing. You are not the same person you were even yesterday. So really celebrate that, and don't try and keep things exactly as they are or as they were. This is an encouragement for you to embrace change, to celebrate things that are different, and really and the ways that you're changing, the ways that you're different now than you used to be. Celebrate that rather than criticizing that. That, once again, be gentle with yourself. Be open to celebrate the diversity that's all around you, because the diversity is in nature, it's in creation, it's in everything, it's even within yourselves. So acknowledge that and celebrate that. And for the third quarter, which is July, August, and September, the invitation for you is pause. So take a breather, take a step back, slow down, and review, so that you're not trying to rush everything. And when you doing that review, it's not Don't say, okay, let me charge ahead, let me go even further, faster, because I'm so far behind. I should have done this. The invitation for you is pause. Pause. Take time to breathe. Take time to admire the view, or take time to review what you've done so far, in appreciation, in celebration of what is different about you, what the differences that you're noticing within yourself and in the world around you. Take the time to really enjoy that, to rather than trying to plow straight ahead. So the invitation is pause. Take time to enjoy the view, enjoy how far you've come. Take time to acknowledge your achievements. So really pause and take time, pause, slow down, to be in a place of meditation, a place of acceptance, a place of peace, a place of welcoming. So really, rather than rushing ahead, trying to, okay, well, yes, let me do this, let me do that. The invitation is, the year is half over, more than half over. It's 3/4, just about 3/4 over. So take time, pause, reflect, give thanks and gratitude for how far you've come so far in the year. So that is really very important. And also, when you pause, then you need to review. Have you been gentle with yourself? Have you really been focused on being gentle with yourself? Have you focused on celebrating the differences within yourself and in your environment and in others? So when you pause, then you're reflecting. Okay, pause to reflect on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. So just really pause and reflect. And for the last quarter, October, November, and December, is maintain your childlike spirit. Really work on keeping and maintaining that childlike quality about you, the quality of hopefulness, the quality of being excited, the quality of appreciating little things. When you're invited to really maintain that, rather than don't look at things or the world with jaundiced eyes, to really see everything with hope, through the eyes of hope, through the eyes of love. So really maintain that, and that childlike playfulness and joyfulness spirit that you have. It's important that you maintain that to help you finish the year off. To really, it helps you. It's once again, it's from the beginning. Be gentle with yourself, and it's so the invitation for you Cancerians is to make 2019 a focus on yourself, not in a selfish way, but be selfish, but be focused on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be focused on your goodness, and also your own well-being, your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Be focused on that. When you do that, when you're gentle with yourself in that way, and you celebrate the differences in terms of the differences that you've noticed within yourself, the differences in others, the diversity, even if they're totally divergent from you, celebrate that, acknowledge that, and embrace that difference. And don't remember to take time to pause, to reflect, and give thanks and gratitude. And that helps you maintain your childlike spirit, which is in that childlike spirit, you maintain your spirit of hopefulness, your spirit of excitement, your spirit of joy that comes with everything, that you infuse that with everything. So that's the guidance for you for 2019. Now let's see the invitation for you to get into for each month to help you get into or navigate your general guidance. Okay, so for the month of January, your invitation is simplicity. Yes, dear ones, don't complicate things. Don't try and make things sophisticated or complex. Keep it simple. The simplicity is actually more effective, will give you the momentum you need to get started, to get going. Don't try and, okay, I need to be gentle with myself, so I need to do this and this. Just keep it simple. Keep it very simple and allow things to flow. And for the month of February is to acknowledge your power. And remember, your power comes from your power that you have to exercise comes from simplicity. It comes from keeping things simple and keeping in mind that the general invitation is be gentle with yourself. And for the month of March is grace. Grace. And grace, again, denotes that keeping things simple, being graceful, being grateful. Keep it simple, and in simplicity, recognizing the power in simplicity, and that's where the grace that you are requiring, the grace that you're asking, the divine grace that you're seeking, it's in that. It comes to you, and your own grace will flow out, will come out. And for the month of April, your invitation is freedom. Don't bind yourself up with, all kinds of things. Experience freedom. Remember, the freedom that will come to you, it comes from simplicity. And through that, you will embrace the power and the grace. And that's how you will experience the freedom. You will see that there's freedom in being gentle with yourself, there's freedom in not judging and embracing diversity. There's freedom. In that freedom, your purpose will come through clearly for you. So there's purpose in that. There's purpose in freedom, grace, power, and simplicity. There's purpose in simplicity. And for you to embrace that for your month of May, it's purpose. Remember, once you hold your purpose in front of you, it makes everything easier. And your purpose is being gentle with yourself, and that's woven. Make sure it's fine. It's simply just weave that through your whole being, your being presence in the world, in all you do. Weave or ensure that simplicity and being gentle with yourself is woven through everything. And for the month of June, your invitation is patience. Be patient and exercise patience. Be patient with yourself. That's another way of being gentle with yourself. And exercise patience with others. That's a way of celebrating differences. So that, you're being asked to, when you're patient, or when you exercise patience, or you're patient, you're not rushing, you're not judging, you're relaxing, you're letting it be. That's very simple. Once again, simplicity. It's all flowing through. And in patience, for July, exercise compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others, which when you exercise compassion, in order to exercise compassion, you exercise patience, and that with that exercising patience come the compassion. It's compassion for self, compassion for conditional situation, compassion for others. And for August is understanding. When you are truly patient and exercise compassion, then you have understanding for self, understanding for others, understanding for situations and conditions that you may find yourself in, whether that may be undesirable or desirable. So to have a clear understanding. So remember, that's the invitation. and obedience. Obedience just means go with the flow. Allow yourself to go with the flow. It's not about trying to, don't try to restrict anything, any experience. Don't try to make things so rigid. So just, that's the in this case, this is how you're being invited into obedience. So you just are, and you embrace whatever the experience is, whatever come your way, you embrace it. And that's, once again, when you have an exercising patience and compassion and understanding for self and others, it's easier to embrace obedience, to be open. Obedience is another way of being open to what is and what will come. Purification. So when you are truly exercising obedience, the purification is just, the cleansing, the healing that you need and desire will be happening for you, will happen for you. And that is by October, you truly will see that healing, that purification happening, if you are able to be obedient to the call, to the invitation to be open, in being understanding and having compassion and patience, clearly knowing your purpose. Then the healing or the purification is happening for you in October. And November, invitation is spontaneity. Once again, that don't try and be restrictive or rigid and things have to be a certain way. So allow yourself to be spontaneous. Allow the spirit to move spontaneously. Allow things to happen. If it's, embrace the things that happen for you spontaneously. Embrace situations that are spontaneous. So that is the invitation for you, is allow spontaneity for you to truly experience the cleansing or the purification or the healing that is happening that's another way of spontaneity, is another way of being open. So allow that and then for December is willingness. And once again, willingness is like being open, being the willingness to change, the willingness to embrace so that you can see the transformation that you're desiring. You're being just guided to be truly live with willingness. And that willingness is what's going to carry you into the next year of 2020. All right, Cancer friends, this is your 2019 forecast and overview. And this is Cristabelle saying thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now, and blessings to you on the journey.